What's up, guys and gals? Welcome on back to the Nerd Castle, where we are hanging out in a spaceship, a long cylindrical tube in the middle of space with a bunch of smelly people and also lizard men, just to make the situation even worse. Well, don't tell the lizard men I said that, but honestly, they've got like this weird fish tank smell thing going on. Definitely not something conducive to my long-term work experience. What were we doing? We were going to do something here. I think I was going back to the trade company so that we could ask some questions. We had finally, in the previous episodes, taken care of Nomad Dan, or whatever the hell his name was. Nomad something, rather. Nomad Stan, Nomad David, or something. I don't know. We had beat up a guy and got a $15,000 bounty for taking him out. And so that worked out pretty well for us, actually. And now we've got indications that there are a set of planets that the evil shadow guys are operating out of. So hopefully at this point, we are going to look around and get a bit more information with our slouchy beanie hat here. Oh, yeah. I just had a fajita burrito. Oh, so good. It was so good. I'm fueled right now. I'm so fueled. Hey, you hear about the bounty? Yeah, 15... Yeah, Nomad Brian. That's the one. I already did this, and so unfortunately, your little World of Warcraft exclamation point is just not doing it for me right now. So I guess we're probably going to have to fan out into the larger galaxy and try and figure out what it is we're supposed to be doing before we go much further. I don't see a whole lot here that's looking incredibly useful. We do have to buy some more health packs because our inventory got deleted when we landed on an asteroid. So, unfortunately, that's that. We're going to go ahead and fix things up here. What is this over here, though? Is this like randomly generated missions? This must not be implemented yet. We also lost Quint Cobra, which is disappointing because he had the coolest name ever. And so now we're stuck with not Quint Cobra, which is this green guy right here. Or this green lady. I don't know what she counts as. Guy, lady, asexual, who even knows? I don't really talk to the Anda very much. That might sound ignorant, but I'm not a conversationalist. I'm not good at like weird lizard man languages. They're kind of like guttural. They hurt my throat. They make me feel like I'm hawking up phlegm. All around unpleasant to talk to lizard men and lizard women in any respect. And so I just tend to kind of avoid it. And if that makes me a xenophobe, well, I guess that's fine because that's what the Emperor wills. We will continue to be xenophobes. I want to go to, well, we gotta fly. Damn it, you turned off my fridge again. Why are you turning off my fridge, you bastard? Turn my fridge back on, you bastard. What's this right here? There we go. Turn the fridge back on. People are starving to death. There's like 8 of us in this little tiny like 10 by 10 space, and it's not working very well. 10 by 10 space. Awesome! 10 by 10 in space. Where can I go? Let's go. We already went to Aloki and Anda, and unfortunately the dialogue seemed to be busted there. Maybe we should go to Sakari. We already looted the hell out of. I'm thinking Silas, possibly. I mean, honestly, if we were trying to make money as quickly as possible, I actually think the best plan would be to go to Sakari and hit all those scrap nodes again and then sell them off down here. If we can fight anybody along the way, I think that might not be a terrible idea either. Normally, I try to avoid altercations, but in the case of our mission right now, I think I'll probably go pick some fisticuffs with somebody if we can do it. Is this going to be another asteroid that's going to delete my inventory? Scanners discovered a cargo container of old Empire munitions. The wreckage forgotten wars may often hold great rewards for those willing to take a risk. These old stockpiles are often very sensitive to salvage attempts. Salvage! After deftly navigating through the wreckage, you uncover a cache of weapons. Most of it is smashed, but you uncover a powerful projectile cannon. Click anywhere to continue. Hell yeah, powerful projectile cannon. Get on my ship. Where? No, not this menu. No menu. No, why are you bothered? I told you to go away. Done. There we go. And also that menu should go away. Now what's going on over here? We've got a medium power projectile cannon. Shoots 3 bullets at 2 damage each. Hell yeah, 30mm Gatling cannon. Badaka, 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 badaka. That's how we do it when we fly through space. You put a little bit of bass behind that. Maybe have like DJ Mustard on that thing, adding some guys going, hey, 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 randomly in the background, and I think you might as well have it kind of successful. You'll be finished right there. You want to know my impression of every DJ Mustard song? It goes like this. You start out with a bass line. It's going to be like, doop, doop, doop. And then it's going to be silent for a second. And then on the next bar, it's going to be like, doop, doop, doop. And then all of a sudden, he's going to come in with like some cymbals and be like, tick, 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 doop, doop, doop. And then from there, the second that the lyrics start, he's going to do like a little, he's going to scratch it a little bit. And then after that, it's just going to be boot, 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 hey, 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 boom, 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 hey, hey. That's the entire song right there. That is every DJ Mustard song condensed for you. If you don't know who DJ Mustard is, he is like killing it on the charts. Oh, good, we got another brain slug. That sounds enjoyable. I'm sure nothing will go wrong from this. But yeah, that's DJ Mustard. If you don't know who DJ Mustard is, he's basically like all over the music charts right now. Basically, he's made the beat for like every famous rap song for the last year, and they all sound the same. Every single song sounds identical. Every single one. There is no variation. It's exactly what I just described to you. Bass line, then they kick in the hi-hat, and then he kicks in people going, hey, 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 on the offbeat. I want to go down to the planet, so please stop opening menus before I murder everyone involved with this menu. There we go. Awesome. Beanie Hat, get up out the way. Oh, Beanie Hat's hungry? Well, how come nobody's eating right now? This is very, very strange. I'm going to hang out here for a second. I'm going to try to get people... Looks like he's fapping into the refrigerator. Stop that. That's disgusting. Nobody wants a banana with your DNA on it, you sick bastard. Get out of here. Go over there. God. Killing me right now. Killing me. There. Now, everybody eat out of the fridge. One by one. I'm going to force you to all eat manually because you're not doing it on your own, and it's driving me crazy. Maybe I should buy another fridge. That might kind of stop this blockage. Oh, look. He's going to eat again. Can we, like, make an orderly line right here for DNA bananas, or what? Oh my god, you already ate, you greedy bastard. Get out of there. Let the people who need food eat. You're killing me. Greedy. Just absolutely greedy. Maybe I should turn on some more ship facilities so these sorts of things don't happen. There we go. Ship facilities! We're facilitating! Everybody needs to sleep now. I feel like we need a bigger ship. Let's get this done. We're going to land on the planet, and I think I'm just going to scavenge for a little bit. I think Colony A might be the better choice. I'm not sure. Colony A seems alright. It seems A-okay to me. Everybody off the ship. Everybody get out there and scavenge some stuff. Shoot some animals. Kill some wildlife. Yeah, there you go. Kill that wildlife. Enjoy it, too. Looks like we're back up against robots. If we get really lucky, we'll be allowed to loot some more pants that we can throw onto our characters. How awesome does that sound? Pretty awesome in my opinion. It looks like everybody has like weird needs right now, and so unfortunately I feel like my ship is about to just implode on itself with random needs. I'm thinking we should be able to scavenge this place like really, really quickly though. Yeah, loop the chiptunes. There needs to be more chiptunes in the universe. Chiptunes don't get made enough. And I think it's because there's not like... The thing that I've noticed, having worked with Pro Tools and like recording software for long amounts of time, is that if you want to do chiptunes, there's not a whole lot of accessible software that makes that a lot easier. Most of it is like ripped straight from a Game Boy chip, and so you've got really a bad UI. Nobody's basically sat down and Pro Tools the hell out of the chiptune software just yet, and that's why I think the general population hasn't adopted, because as of right now, you gotta kind of force it to do stuff. I've made a couple chiptunes using like various tools, and once you learn the software, it's not too bad, but it still can be a pain. Does this guy have anything for... I think this guy just told us that like we have to scavenge better or something. Either way, we need junk off the planet, so we'll give that a second. Once we've taken all of the planet's junk back with us, I assume it probably won't be very good... Well, God, you're so dumb. Stop. There. Now go back on scavenge mode. There. The pathfinding in this game, she's just jumping for joy because she didn't get stuck on a ladder. Like, yes, I'm so happy right now. I'll probably grab my character in just a second, wherever he went, with his slouchy beanied self. Oh, he's just hanging out at the ship here. Come back over here and do some manual stuff with me. We'll probably try and talk to the robot again too, because like we've got some extra stuff that expanded out our star map and made it a little bit more awesome than it was before. We need to find information on how to get the things that we want though. I'm not sure where to go from here. Let's see. He's probably gonna do all the same stuff. I'm gonna go up here and push this button. There it is, button pressed. Go ahead, murder animals to your heart's content. Normally I wouldn't endorse this sort of thing, but just go for it. They're in the way and they have dollars. Dollar bills, y'all. So I think it's in our best interest right now to take all of their wildlife money. How does wildlife pay their bills? I feel like it'd be like an acorns or something like that. See, they're all stuck on a node again. I don't know why they do the things that they do, but they do what they do all the time, and there's not really much you can do about it at this point. Hopefully the pathfinding will get... The pathfinding is actually the only thing in the game so far that is like slightly irritating, but other than that, everything else is pretty fun. Let's murder some animals. And it's not even like really that irritating. It's just kind of like a mild inconvenience that I have to fix my guys like every 4 seconds. Yeah, get those daters. Get them daters. I just found out the lady across the hallway from me at my new house, she's from the UK somewhere. I don't know, I haven't talked to her yet. But I heard her talking to like her roommate or something. And she definitely has like a Cockney slang thing going on. It was really, really interesting. Oh, look, there's another key card I can loot right there, too. I don't feel like I'd be in this bad a shape. Here, you murder him. I give you full permission to murder as many robots as you want. And in the case that there are reprisals, I promise to half-assedly defend your family from anybody that tries to seek retribution upon you from the robot realm. Oh, that's not good. He's not really even attacking. Here, you run away. You're not good at fighting. And that leads me to believe that maybe I should not leave you on the front lines. Come back over here. Yes, all the way back over here. Are you guys even like doing anything right now? No, you're not. And unfortunately, they can't fulfill their needs either while they're on the planet, which is a little bit odd. So while I wish that they could, unfortunately, it's not an option. Put them back on the boat. We're just basically if you're wondering what we're doing at this point, we're just farming up materials to make our life a little bit easier so that we can buy a new ship which will have room for all the facilities we need to make people happy. Presumably it will have better reactors as well so that we have more power, and also so that we can be more reactionary, because what does the world need? More reactionaries. That's what the world needs. More reactionary. Reactionary? I don't know if that works. Reactionary people. There we go. There's the joke of the day. Not even really a joke, it's just an observation. Let's unload all of these guys' inventories, otherwise they'll keep all the goodies in their pockets. Alright, so there we... Oh, somebody's missing a gun. That's disappointing. Lift off! Back into space! And there we go. Off we go into space. I may allow... I don't know. Outfitting this place really seems to be sort of a pointless endeavor. I don't think we have enough space anyways to make this all work. I'm also wondering if they're going to take my units from me once I go and buy... If I buy a new ship, do I have to rebuy all the modules for it as well? Because in that case, we're going to have to front load like crazy on some of the things that we need. And you forgive me as I have rogue hiccups like running all over the place. Just running ridiculously rampant right now. Everybody off board. Back to scavenging. I'm going to cut this scavenging adventure, so I will see you all on the other end. Alright everybody, we're back on track right now, and I've got my kitty co-pilot with me, which has never happened in the middle of an episode before. She's curled up on my lap, she's clawing my leg. It's pretty painful, but I think I can fight through just for the adorable imagery, because I do have a strong respect for adorable imagery. It helps. The things that we've scavenged are right here. Oh, she left. She doesn't like it when I talk. She's like every other girl I've ever associated with. I'm in good shape until I talk. I got this thing right. It says it's a riot shield, but it calls itself a gun. I'm not really sure how it's going to be helpful. I could try and give it to one of my characters. It dropped off one of the robots while they were just auto-scavenging. I'll probably do it on the next planet. For now, though, let's head back to the trade company. We'll turn in some of the scrap that we've got, and I think that should pretty much get us back to where we want to be. Let's go ahead and speed off into the sunset, maybe. Here, let's go with 2 of these right here. So navigation is up. I need that one to run the navigation if we want to go faster. So there it is. We should get there in just about a minute. Now, I reviewed the notes from earlier on, and it said an unknown blue world outside of human space is where we will find the next clue. And so I'm thinking it has to be one of these little guys over here. There's a lot of blue worlds out here. There's Eshk. There's Kooten. There's a number of blue worlds out here, actually, that we could probably fiddle with. There's also a number of planets over here on this side that could all be dealt with, although none of them have the typical azure hue that we would hope that they would have, so, you know, what can you do there? Let's go fight somebody. We got guns and stuff. Let's go unleash the Daka on some fools. We haven't done that in like 5 episodes, and I want to murk somebody. I'm going to get all up in this thing right here. Yeah, intercepted by an unknown vessel. That looks like one of the Republic vessel things. Hailing! Yeah, that's a good guy. I don't know if I should murder him or not. I mean, considering he's on my side, I think it's probably a bad plan. I think that all around that may lead me to be in a little bit of trouble. Let me turn on the fridge right there so that they can all feel better. There's actually way too many human vessels around. I found that it's actually difficult to find anybody to fight. That might just be because I'm inside like human space right now. that could be the main problem. Let's continue our journey on down to the trade company. I knew I shouldn't stop to go find people. I'm hoping they add a lot more to this map. There's a lot of cool stuff to be done here. The 2D map looks like it still has a lot of space for expansion if you keep going on the grid, so my ultimate estimation is that the game is actually going to be fairly enormous once they finish it, which makes me really, really excited. I love games that have repeatable gameplay that you can just play a whole bunch of times floating around through space. Things like Infinite Space, where it's not the most complicated game, but it's entertaining, you know what I mean? Oh, look, we're going through an asteroid field. Look, the background changes to an asteroid field. I like little things like that. We are going to land at the Trade Company HQ, and hopefully we get enough money right here to upgrade our ship. If we don't, I'm going to cry enormous alligator tears. Crocodile tears. I don't know. I go with alligator tears because alligators seem nicer than crocodiles. Let's go in here. I'm just kidding. Neither one of them is very nice. They're both quite reprehensible creatures. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know anything about alligators. They seem like they might be okay, given the proper setting. After the right introductions had been made, they seem like they might not be that bad. Let's sell that. And then all of our precious gems. Maybe some of our daters. Yeah. That's just a potato that you store data on. It's a dater. I'm going to go over here. We got an old Empire Corvette. That's, I think, what we're already flying in it. Yeah, we're already flying an old Empire Corvette. So, let's head back to the military planet now, and my goal at this point is just to get us into a new ship, get that new ship smell going, because right now, all that we have is like this really, really BO-intensive smell. It smells like hamburger. It's got like a slight sour smell as well, like old milk or something. I'm pretty sure there's vomit in the corner. It's not nice being trapped on this ship right now, and so we're going to get a new one rather than cleaning it up like responsible space adults. We're just going to go ahead and... Why do you keep reactivating this? Stop that. There we go. Off we fly, or ride, or whatever you want to call it. 2, we want to go to Yunky. Off to Yunky we go. Hooray. It's going to take us a minute and a half to get there. We will stop off for combat if we can find it, because I am, oh good, he or she or it or whatever it is still navigating. Awesome. Okay, and so I suppose there's nothing else left to do here but stare at our lovely little map while we fly all throughout the galaxy with relaxing music in the background. Every time I listen to the soundtrack in this game in space, I seriously feel drowsy. It's just like, it feels so comfy. I think about floating, I think about being warm, like wearing my biggest, puffiest jacket when it's cold outside, and you're like sitting on a bench, and it's just like so warm even though your face is cold, and then there's calm music, and you're like, and you just like float off. I don't know. If it's an asteroid, I will not be going on board an asteroid. We've stumbled across the wreckage of a rather large ship. The wreckage is very unstable, and we should exercise caution. There's no telling if there's anything dangerous on board. Forget it. The majority of systems and weapons have been smashed to bits. Sadly, we found nothing from this vessel. Damn it. Well, we tried. You can't say that I didn't try. At least we jumped on board and tried to do some little Firefly action. See if we could do a routine, unscheduled salvage operation out in the middle of space. I always wonder how that's going to work once we actually get out into space. There's obviously going to end up being a lot of derelicts and a lot of wrecks and things just like out in space. Is it going to be finders, keepers, losers, weepers, or is it going to be like corporate control over the various space flights? Basically you still control the ship as part of your corporate interest even though it crashed and is lost, and if somebody finds it, it's their responsibility to relinquish it. I don't know. No idea how that's going to work someday with space law. I have the sinking feeling that I'm never going to see those days before, you know, the old dirt nap hits. But I would love to. I don't know. I'd go to space. If I was like 60 years old, I'd be like, I figure if I'm really, really lucky, knowing my family history, this is not going to happen. Like, my family barely makes it over 65. We just, we don't have good luck. We don't have good luck like that. So if I was like 60, I'd be like, yeah, let's go to space. Forget it. Die out in the vacuum sounds a little bit better than dying in my bed. At least I get to see something shiny and cool. Let's go down to the surface. And we're going to buy ourselves a new ship, hopefully. A new sexy ship. With extra awesome... Wait, where is the ship vendor? Over here. I'm probably not going to maintain a fleet, I don't think. I will probably sell my old ship so that I can fit the new ship. So... buy... and then we sell the old ship to buy parts for the new ship. You can't sell the ship you landed in. Okay. That's troublesome. Let's go back out into space then, and let's see if we can get this whole thing fixed up. I'm also going to strip this thing for all of its parts while we're out there so that we're not completely starting from scratch. At least I can get my guns and things back, maybe. I don't know if that's going to work either, but I'm going to try. We'll see what happens. I know that the game has been a little bit tricky with the inventory thus far, and I'm hoping we don't run into any weird bugs or anything else that's going to cause us problems. Oh my god, that fajita burrito. That fajita burrito is not sitting kindly right now. So, we have Nort Yaskla. Oh, this one has shields? Hell yeah, son. Here, everybody go over to this ship. And forget that ship, it sucks. Let's leave it out here in space. That ship is whack. This ship looks like it does indeed have more electricity for us to allocate, and in fact, we can max out one of our systems. That's good. It's not that much bigger, but I like the color scheme better. The white and blue makes me happy. It's got like an American Gladiators type thing going that I dig. I like it. Let's go back down to the surface. Landing time! And then we will salvage the other ship, I guess, or we'll sell it off so that we can retrofit this ship and make it a little bit more prepared for space. Actually, should I move the guns around? Hold on, back out into space. I made a mistake, forget it. Like, sir, we're wasting a lot of fuel going back and forth. I'm like, shut your mouth, lizard man. Additionally, how did you get like an English accent? How does that happen? Were you taught by an Englishman to speak? Or do you guys just naturally predispose yourselves to having an English accent? It feels like one of those things, like, for example, when you play any game that takes place in any old time, they always have British accents, even if it takes place in, like, Italy. Or if it takes place in France or Russia, like, weirdly, everybody always has British accents. No clue why that happens. No clue why that happens. Let's go and... So, how do I go in between ships? Like, how do I decide... As far as I can tell, I should probably be able to jump in between ships, right? So, what if I put him over there? Okay, so now he's in this ship. And if I wanted to strip it... Let's say that I strip it. We're just doing a little bit of experimentation right here. And then I put everybody back onto here. Then what happens? I don't like how the done button is on the left side. All the other menus is on the right side, but this one always throws me off. Okay, so the mission cargo is now here. And this ship can now have more awesomer guns. And so there it is. Not to be confused with gossamer guns, which are actually not that effective, but they are stylish as all hell. You can't strip parts off your other ship, just letting you know. The game will actually just break anything that you try and salvage, so I think in this case what we're going to end up doing is we will sell the other ship, we'll buy all the parts for the new ship, and in the next episode we'll go look for trouble. Is everybody on this ship right now? I feel like people are missing at the moment. Are people missing? People are, aren't they? People are totally missing, unless they're off screen right now. Are they? Yeah, it looks like they're off screen. Okay, that's fine. All of you stay here. Don't worry about it. Everything's going to be great. So in our fleet, I think I'm going to sell the Empire Corvette. Boom! And that'll give us a little bit of money so that we can go back through and get this ship equipped. Perhaps with better guns. So we could go with Navigation Mark II, and they've got a surplus discount. I'm going to try and... Hold on. So we have armor plates so that we can repair our armor. We've got a Scanner Mark II. Basically, this is all upgraded stuff. I'll probably go with Navigation then. Advanced Food Station 2 Energy. So do all of these take 2? Okay, so all of these are going to take 2 electricity. Well, that doesn't really help me that much. I think we may have to fly back then, and I'll just do like a long episode just in case. But it looks like we may have to fly back and possibly grab ourselves goodies from the other location. How much does a TV take? Oh, man. A stasis tube, 2 energy. Okay, so everything here is 2 energy. So I guess this is where you come to get all of your advanced stuff. Whereas right now, what we really need is probably just like a set of tier 1 stuff that we have multiples of. So like 2 tier 1 beds, 2 tier 1 fridges, and then we'll just make that work. I don't know if they're actually twice as efficient at giving people food, and until I know that, I'd rather just stick with the tier 1 units that are less expensive until we get further into our flight. Are we in space yet? Awesome, we're in space. What does that red mean right there? I'm a little bit concerned about the fact that that button is red every time I go to space. I don't really know what that means, but let's see how fast we can get over here. All power to engines. Oh wow, we're cooking now. Hell yeah. We're moving. It's going to take us 20 seconds. Oh my god, we are cruising. Wow. And that's with enough electricity left over to keep the fridge and one other unit on, so we could have both the sleeper station and the fridge on. Or we could just cut the speed a little bit and just keep things where they need to go. You can only imagine how fast this bastard must be in combat. It must be super ridiculously fast on the minimap. I'm excited. As you might be able to tell, I feel like we've probably hit it big with this ship, and I'm excited to outfit it. Let's land on the planet. There we go. And as we land here, let's go ahead and run over to our module station. And what I want to do here, why are these more expensive actually? These are more expensive than the tier 2 versions. Is it because the other ones were in a surplus? Oh, well that kind of sucks. Alright, we'll buy the tier 1 fridge. We'll get a tier 1 stasis tube. We'll get the jukebox. And then maybe I'll go back over and grab the tier 2 version since these are actually more expensive. Can I install those from right here? Or will anybody get mad? Oh, I gotta be back out in space. Okay. So I'll install those as we fly back to... Oh, sorry, man. I almost left our captain behind. Oh, Captain, my captain. Farewell. We'll see you later. As he turns into a tiny dot on the horizon. Up into space we go. I know this hasn't been the most incredibly interesting episode, but we're setting up for like a set of more interesting episodes after this once we have a better ship, because I think that's been the major anchor around our ankles thus far. I guess you could just say anchor with a K instead of a CH, and then it would be fairly well easy to assume that... Okay, so we'll install the fridge right there. No, well, okay, I'll leave it there because it's already there, but I wanted it somewhere else. We'll put that there. We've got a jukebox. I suppose we'll put the jukebox right there, and hopefully Bubba doesn't shoot it. Then again, it's kind of its fault for playing a sad song and making him cry. And then, you know, he went to his truck and got a 45. And then Bubba shot the jukebox last night. My mom, when I was growing up, like, listened to country music, like, around the clock. And I actually think that's one reason why I have such a healthy distaste for country music. Like, I just can't stand it. At the same time, I do know a lot of classic country music, just based on the fact that my mom had, like, this stereo system at our house that basically pumped the music into the entire house all over the place. My dad ran wires through the walls so that there could be, like, a standing speaker in each room. And so no matter what room you were in, this stereo came through. And in a lot of ways, that seems like a really, really bad idea. But in other ways, it seems pretty awesome, too. I'm going to turn on... No, I want to turn you on, Jukebox. Why won't you let me turn you on right now? Do you take 2 energy, Jukebox? You don't? Not enough power allocated to systems? Oh, there we go. My bad. Okay, well, we've got basic systems functioning. I'm pretty excited about that. Let's drop down to the surface. We'll spend a little bit of money on maybe personal gear. And also, I think I'll probably buy a navigation system. I don't think we need the scanner. The scanner hasn't seemed that useful to me thus far. I'll probably just go with a navigation system. There's 2 navigation systems of the same kind right here. Okay, well, we have the money for it, so we'll buy that. I don't think we need a tactical station, do we? A tactical station makes you more accurate with your guns. I'll figure it out later. We'll just get the 1 station for right now. And then I thought there was guns and stuff you could buy here, but maybe I'm on the wrong planet. It's possible. Back to space! Whenever you say space, you've got to stretch it out a little bit. Just space, space. You got to give it echoes. Make it sound a little bit better. I feel like I'm not presenting... I don't give you space facts or anything because I'm not into astronomy. I like astronomy, but I've never studied it. Seriously, in college, I never took a single class on it. All the classes I took were either like engineering light classes. I took a lot of math classes. I took some vague engineering classes on rheology and material deformations. I took a ton of like weird linear algebra classes that were just like linear algebra as applied only to geology. Some very, very weird specialized mathematics that were not fun at all. Maybe it was Anda where we could buy some guns, but we need some more firearms because our poor little green lady right here doesn't have a firearm, and that totally sucks for her. I like how we can fly with just all of the systems turned on now. It's pretty sweet. I'm going to watch out for anything that we can fight with, though, because I want to scrap. I want to throw down with our new ship, get into some problems, kill some fools, murk them. Bucka, bucka, bucka. You right there. You're getting bucketed. Come here. Don't try and run. Look how fast I am. You can't do it. I'm like the Usain Bolt of spaceships right now. Don't even try. Oh, look, my frigate. Wait, where's the enemy ship? I don't feel good about this right now. Is that it? What is it? Can I hail it? Well met, Captain. The clans extend the brotherhood to all. Tell me about the Anda. Know that we write no books, Captain. Our history is passed through tales over fires. They literally write their stories on their tails, and then they swing them over the fire in kind of like a weird dance. From generation to generation, a single spirit knows only a little, yet together we are the only known race which can document their entire history since the first days of sentience. Alright, you little velociraptor. Don't open my doorknob slowly or anything. It might scare me. Tell me about your homeworld, strange and ugly creature. Currently, Anda worlds are off limits, but be aware, Aloke is a prime spot for finding valuable spores and herbs. It's worth noting that we've had strange bandit raids lately with far superior technology than we were able to defend against. The world teems with the spirits of trees and animals, and you know that when trees and animals are teamed together, you're in trouble. Tell me something else about the Anda. Oh, well, I don't need to know that. I don't care that you don't write books. Your illiteracy needs nothing. It means nothing to me. Many have come to us to learn of the spirit. We believe spirits live in all things. There are very few wars in our past because of our connection to these spirits. Those distant wars shaped 7 clans which govern and counsel over our race. Although our technology is limited, our respect for all spirits is second to none. Showing a little bit of hubris right there. What if I think I understand spirits more than you? Any information regarding disappearing crew? Understand, Captain, the world of spirits are mysterious. We are trained from the day we are hatched to commune with the spirits, and I fear you would not understand. I'm insulted, Captain. Oh, man, I insulted him. Can I blow him up then? Look how fast our ship is. It's like a speedboat of battle. I don't want to murder any velociraptors. I feel like they're going to come back and mess with me. Plus, that's a cargo vessel, and it doesn't have a chance against us anyways. Alright, back to Anda. Off we go. Sigh. I don't want to kill any of the creatures that are like on our side. Why are people getting wounded right now? Would anybody like to explain why everybody's not doing so well? It's probably because they're starving to death. Down to the planet for our final adventure where we will buy some guns. So that we can go bucka and destroy our enemies. It's going to be great. It's going to be fantastic. I don't think we need... No, I wanted a pistol. You guys don't have pistols? Oh, man. I came to the wrong place again. Also, I didn't install my navigation deck, so let's go ahead and do that. To space! Come on. Hurry! Upwards! Faster! Can you make it? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Awesome. Let's go to our inventory, and our navigational deck thing can be up at the front to keep it segmented from everything else so that we can figure out how to use it. Green Bean. That's the green lizard's new name. It's Green Bean. And so I'm going to reduce that by 2. That'll bring that online. And hopefully, yeah, the plus 13 speed increase will make up for the fact that we've taken some power out of engines. I'm going to start my journey to one of these planets way out here. Kooten looks good. But we will resume our adventures there. My name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me here at the Nerdcast for the next episode of Interstellaria. I will see you all in the next episode. Farewell, everybody, and hi-do.